What's going on, true believers? It's your man Believes. Guys, I was thinking today that I would do something just like yesterday where I would cover a Polkadot, and then I thought, you know what? Why don't I just stick with what we know? Because this is Dextools, this is Uniswap, this is the meme coin universe. Let's just stick with those for a little while, and let's check out what's really going on. We're going to look at the top 10 tokens. We're going to take a quick dive into those and see what they're all about. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways.
All right, guys, the market's at $3.041 trillion on trading volume of $175 billion over the previous day. Bitcoin dominance is down to 41.3%, and Ethereum is at 18.4%. Everything seems to be acting normal. That generally means that you're going to start to see movement in the altcoins. It looks like Ethereum couldn't break 4,800 and stay there for any given time. Bitcoin had another big test, and it didn't run past 68 and hold there for a long time. So here we are, and now it's time for some of these altcoins to probably start pumping. Over the next 24 hours, you're probably going to see, and you're probably going to see some of these wicks are already starting to press upward. If you look right there, right there, right there, there. So maybe that means here comes the alts. Polygon's got an accumulation down here. Algorand looks like it's pointing upward. VeChain. So, oh, and XRP is already up 2% on the morning. So we're probably going to start to see a little money funneling its way into the altcoins. So that, I think, is a pretty good thing and will be indicative of what happens in the meme coin market over the next couple of days. Moving on. All right, guys, let's run down this list real quick. The number one trending token right now is Doe, the dogs of Elon. So it looks like this was started on 11.5. It's had quite a little lift since the beginning. 80. It's gone from 8 cents all the way up to a high of 73, so it's done about an 8 or a 9x. That's not a bad number. Daily volume of 35 million. But just like Squid Games, let's go look at what's going on the website. So the dogs of Elon adopt a unique NFT Doge today. There are 10,000 unique collectible characters. No, don't track me. Inspired by the meme coin community, contains 30 Elons and 70 stake DOE to earn rewards. There's one pool. This looks like a gallery of the NFTs. These are very simple NFTs. Cute, to the point. They're Shiba inspired. Couple of 32-bit Elons in the mix. All right, there's a lot of tokens. Tokenomics, let's see what we got here. We have a 1 billion supply, team allocation 2.5% locked up for 5 years. The locked incentive is 7.5%, the staking rewards 30% locked. Pre-sale price was 0.000012 ETH. Okay, that means that some people made a lot of money off of this in the beginning. Pre-sale allocation 15%, liquidity 15% locked LP, and the CEX allocation is 30% reserved LP. Was audited. There's a pre-sale, which we already went over. So I guess that's what you got. If you're going after something, you could certainly do worse. I would be nervous because I'm not sure who's doing the art, or this is a CryptoPunks alternative. We'll see. Let's move on. All right, so the next up is Shibamon. What is Shibamon? Trading at 513, trading volume of 970,000 with a total market cap of 5.1 million. This looks like a giant spike to lead us off. Then it looks like there was a nice run up a few hours into it, taking the token from pretty low to Snoop Dogg high, before a cascade of what is presumably FUD started to happen. We see it catch a few legs right here. So things are moving along. Let's go look at the website real quick. Shibamon is Shiba Monsters. All right. Tokenomics. There's a 7% reflection burn back to our holders, 2% liquidity pool, 1% marketing. We're going to have to figure out what hydro pump and solar beam mean. But it says 2% reflection, 3% liquidity. It looks like everything adds up to 10%. No matter what you're doing, it's going to be 10% tax on any and everything that you do. And you can't scroll through this website or do anything. Let's talk roadmap. The roadmap is pretty much filled out. Create a Telegram group, launch. Let's get over here to where we are right now. So, launch exclusive NFT collection, reward NFT holders with Shibamon. Launch a Shibamon Swap decentralized exchange. Launch a Shiba Launch NFT launchpad. And a Hotbit KuCoin listing. Well, I don't see a Shibamon. Let's go to trade. Let's see what happens here. All right, so it's basically a standard swap that it seems like everybody has right now. Night and dark mode. All right. I don't know. Desert Swap did the audit. We were unable to find any information about the team or the website. Should always be concerned with that. We were unable to identify a primary location for the project. You should always be concerned about that. And the entire supply was in one wallet at the time of the audit. We expect this to change as the product goes through initial distribution phases. We were able to locate a variety of social media network for the project. All links have been conveniently placed below. At least 3 social media networks were found. All you have is a Twitter and a Telegram so far. Yeah, guys, look this over, and you're going to have to make a decision for yourself. But there's a reason that people are nervous about it, and you can see it in everything that's going on. Now we got ENS popping up at number 1. Let's check them out real quick. Trading at $57.21 with a $5.7 million, $5.7 billion market cap. And let's see what the trades look like here. Looks like the launch number. Okay, let's just go to the website because this is starting to make my brain. All right. Participate in ENS governance, decentralized naming for wallets, websites, and more. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even sure what this is, but I'm not mad. The Ethereum Name Service, Permanent Registrar. All right, so we can launch the app. Okay, this seems kind of legit here. No more sandboxed usernames. Own your username, store an avatar and profile data, and use it across services. ENS is the most widely integrated blockchain naming standard. Okay, so presumably they launched a new... the reason this is looking a little bit weird maybe is because they just relaunched or launched something for the day, I would guess. I can see the 3-minute action, but when I start to pull out, it gets a little wonky right around there. So I'm not sure why that is, but do your own research. Do it at your own risk. If you look at CoinMarketCap, it's up 20% on the day. Launch date is 11/8, so it's brand new service. But it's interesting. I don't dislike it. But let's move on. See what the next one brings. So GM is 3 zeros, 18,622, and it has got a lot of up on it. Coming in, starting off really low. It looks like it has dropped 2 zeros so far. Yeah, we've dropped 2 zeros on this and up 284% on the day. And started on 11/8, daily volume of 24 million. This looks like the whales have been playing with this one for a couple days. GM is how we... Okay, so it basically means good morning and... Jesus Christ. Okay, so guys, be very careful here. This is just a place for the whales to... Be very careful with this one, because this is one of those that has no purpose and has nothing to it. And if you play it wrong, you are going to get wrecked. Otherwise, enjoy yourself and have fun. Let's move on to another one. Zinu, Z-I-N-U. This is, by the way, I've already checked this one out. This was Zombie Inu, and down 20% on the day. Trading volume is 2.4 million. Total market cap is 29, 24. Take your pick on which market cap you're using for now. You go to the web, and we see Zombie Inu. They put in the artwork, and we've got background music. Home of the zombie mob. They put... They got a video. Let's go ahead and stop that. Zombie Inu revolves around Zinu, a twisted Shiba infected with a rare disease that transformed him into a zombie dog. Guys, I don't need to read this for you, but the hashtags it look like are Zinu and an actual hashtag of zombie mob. You might want... I don't dislike this at all. This is fun. This is what meme coins are all about. You have ETH distribution, BSC distribution. They've obviously moved it through a couple of different swaps already. Guys, have fun with this one. I don't dislike it at all. Down 20%, probably going to need a little bit of marketing and a little bit of tie-in before it does anything else. I can't believe I'm on 1 minute candles. Drives me crazy. But you can see right here, if you take a few hours, then it's been giving you some pretty good dips to play. So you could definitely do a whole lot worse. Let's move on here to Dinger. Dinger, by the way, there's been some action on it, and the action goes up about 1,000 points and down about 1,000 points every single time. There's a big accumulation period right here. You should be pretty happy about that because it has not dipped so far. You had your original moon going way up here. I dipped into their Telegram the other day, felt them out, see what I thought. I didn't dislike anybody. One guy there, he was an asshole, but you know what? There's assholes everywhere. I don't really care. There's nothing you can do to me. Trading around 51.16, down 20%. The volume is $1.9 million, and the market cap is $51 million. So I don't think I would have a problem here, but here's what you got to deal with. Dinger is a cat. Ugh. And it's based on Schrodinger, by the way. So it's a dead cat. And if you don't know why I'm saying that, you need to go back to school. Anyway, it's based on the Schrodinger cat. Since its birth, Dinger token and the team behind it always strive to be more, to achieve more, and to grow more. That is why Dinger is constantly adding and growing, becoming a main player in the cryptocurrency environment just 1 week. I don't think I have a problem with this. As a matter of fact, as you can see, they're just playing off of something that Elon Musk did at one point. And I mean, like, that's the meme coin market for you. At some point, if somebody makes a comment to Elon Musk and he starts commenting on Schrodinger, then guess what's gonna happen to this token? It's gonna go crazy. So now all you have to do is convince Elon Musk that he needs to start talking about Schrodinger even more. So could definitely do worse than this one, and there's a reason that it's trending. So make your play. Let's move on to Ziki. And this is Suzuki Inu. And I don't know what this is. But here we go. You've got your big moon from the start. Now you've got a little consolidation. Now you should be concerned a little bit with this one. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but there's a lot of down here, and I don't see a lot of accumulation. If you're making a play on something like this, what you're looking for is you're looking for this up action right here, followed by a little downside, and you're looking for that accumulation to happen right around this area right here. And all you're seeing so far is down. If I pull in close, you got a few hours, like maybe you're back on an upswing right here, but this hour hasn't played out. If there's a dump in this hour back down here, then you're probably looking at this continued cascade downward. This would make me nervous. It looks like a good entry point, but man, when you enter at something that's on its way down like that, you really got to find that bottom. Otherwise, you're just sitting there watching your money evaporate for a little while. I mean, luckily, you don't lose anything until you're out. But let's go over here. Suzuki did a tech rate audit, and the audit details. Fully passed a compliant. No high, medium, or low severity issues. So, you know what? You're good here. So what is Suzuki? We're probably going to have to dig into this one at some point, but let's talk about it right now. Suzuki will not be just another discarded Inu ERC20 token. Dedicated full-stack developers, marketing managers, aside from being a top-tier project and community, be fully operational, interactive 3D game. Now you are speaking my language, son. All right, so that's pretty cool. If you're interested, by the way, Suzuki Ziki at protonmail.com. That's going to be where you contact them if you have any questions. They are listed, looks like on CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and there's probably a lot more to follow, but it's still trending. Still got 2.8 million in volume and a $31 million market cap, so that's not nothing. And guys, nothing right now is booming because the market is what the market is. Let's take a quick look now at Ohm. I'm not saying anything good or bad about Suzuki, by the way. If I had to choose, I'm going to say good right now because I love 3D games, so all right, so Ohm is Olympus, trading at 938. That's in the top 10. Daily volume of 37 million. Holy shit, the market cap is $3.7 billion. Well, not for nothing, but it looks like shit went a little bit sideways on Ohm. It was launched 3/22 of 2021. It's had a nice little run-up right here. I take everything back. It has had an enormous little run-up, settling right around here. You know, maybe there's a little bounce to it. Maybe there's a little movement to it. If you pull your sticks out, I mean, guys, this is admittedly kind of a tough read here, but it looks like we've got a lot of upside action, and it looks like... So you don't want to break support in this right here, and you want it to keep moving back up this way. This is an expensive play if you're going full shares, so do this at your own risk, but it looks like a decent project. Let's take the website real quick. This is going to be the last one before we move on to the tokens that we cover every day. Decentralized reserve currency. Olympus is building a community-owned decentralized financial infrastructure to bring more stability and transparency for the world. Those are just words at this point. One of the hard things that you find is when you go into these places, you really... they really don't tell you exactly what it is that they do. And I always get nervous when I see that. But let's see. Bond sales and LP fees increase treasury revenue and lock in liquidity and help control the OHM supply. Still don't know what it does. All right, so staking. Here we go. Olympus rewards stakers with compound interest increasing their OHM over time. Investment protection. Guys, when you can't tell me easily what it is that you are, I don't know what to say. No, OHM is not a stable coin. Rather, OHM aspires to become an algorithmic reserve currency backed by other decentralized assets. Okay, so there's no function is what it's saying, and it's just going the long way about it. And it's been very successful. Take nothing for granted here. This has been, let's look at the day chart right here. These guys have, they have pointed the way almost straight upward for a little while right now. And when you zoom out like here, I would get nervous because it looks like there's some room for a massive fall down to about 600 if things don't work out, because that's just where it is. The support level is not where they are right now. It's just a little bit lower. But if it breaks those two support lines by not moving, then it's going to cascade down. And when you know what, we'll just take one more stick and do this. This is where your line is right here. So, it's entirely possible this drops down and you lose a third of, or 50% of what you have in. Just on the bounce, it doesn't mean that it's not going to go back up. Doesn't mean you're not in for a long ride. It just means that you should be nervous. You should be asking yourself, what exactly do they do, and when are people going to find out, or when is it going to really, really matter what they do? Because if what it is that they say that they do is we're not a stable coin, we do some staking, we're bringing protocol-owned liquidity to a DAO near you, bond marketplace for protocol-owned liquidity. And past Barnbridge, the only other one I know here is Thor Starter. So, and I'm no expert at these things, so guys, I'm nervous that there's so much money in this, but you know what? I'll be honest with you. It's got more use case than Shiba does or Dogecoin at this point. So, it's not, let's just say good luck with this one. Hope everything works out for you, but I'm more than a little bit nervous. But let's move on to the stuff that we actually cover. All right, guys, Hokk is still going through an audit process. They are not ready to launch yet. It's taking a little bit longer. There was a question about a line of code that they're fixing right now. That's what's going on, so it's taking just a little bit of time. Mike Hokk, Mike Howard, Russ, anybody involved, by the way, I would not say no if you said, hey, thanks, and sent Believes a bag to match, by the way, my own bag. Moving on. All right, guys, Sanshu trading at 72.26. That's up 11.7%. I've been just waiting for that moment right here, and I got this just a little bit wrong, but I'm waiting for that little moment where everything just starts to blow up and we start to see that parabolic movement. You've tested that top side. You're in the bottom right now, but any second now, I just keep feeling like this is where it's going to blow to. So keep the faith. Keep doing what you're doing. Guys, this is one of those tokens that just continues to move up and down, has nice price action. It takes a few days sometimes for things to work themselves out, but here we are. So good luck, guys, and let's move on. All right, guys, Floki's trading at 26,843. That's up 9.4% to yesterday. Market cap is $2.3 billion off of a daily volume of 6.3 million. The important part is if you followed with me for this period of time, then you will be seeing what I was telling you about earlier, where you want these tops right here, and then you immediately want this little drop followed by a nice accumulation across the bottom right here as you continue to find support before you move up the next level. But as with a lot of these tokens right now, what you're seeing, these giant cascade of sell-offs because people are taking their profit, and you got to take your profit for the next run-up. Like, that's where we are right now. Spread that money out. Keep your initial investment in. Keep doing all the things that you're supposed to be doing in the crypto market. Don't get lost in the hopes and dreams. Do yourself a favor and do it the smart way. Floki still has probably, just to get, by the way, to Shiba level, and I'm not saying that it's going to get to Shiba level, but Shiba shouldn't be at Shiba level, so who knows? But what you will see is that Floki is about 15x away from Shiba level. So that being the case, I got a feeling that you're going to see 15x coming from Floki in very short order because they are doing way more than Shiba has been doing in terms of marketing, in terms of outreach. They're opening up a school on every continent. That's crazy. So things that matter, those are the things that Floki are doing. So get your bag packed because there's nowhere to go but up. Moving on. All right, Saitama Wolfpack. Yesterday, I was sitting around, and for whatever reason, I checked my wallet, and my $12,000 bag of Saitama was down to like 10,500, and I was like, uh-oh, something's happening with Saitama. Then I decided, is it worth even looking? It's not really. I just knew that somebody dumped, and then what happened? Everything went right back to normal because that's all that happens here. You have these cascaded sell-offs every once in a while because these guys are taking profits. These are just the guys from the early days that are just not loyal to the product anymore, or if they're loyal with a smaller bag, and they're taking their profits, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody is continuing to buy it back. This consolidation period is a little bit... if you look here, same thing that I said before. You went up here, you had your three bumps, and you consolidate a little bit. Then it went up 1, 2, 3 right here, consolidate a little bit. Now you're in an extended consolidation. That has a lot to do with the market right now. And at any moment, Saitama is priced to explode. The market cap is $4.3 billion. That means it's got about an 8 or 9x before it gets up to Shiba level, and it's got all the things that Shiba has and more. Saitama is 3 days away, so I would consider that you are probably going to see quite a little run up on it in the next couple of days because as the announcements start to come out, there's going to be a lot of movement. Moving on. Kishu, you guys broke support again at 49.24. Down another 9% on the day. Daily volume of 3.8 million. Total market cap is $477 million. And it just takes that one moment in the meme coin space for things to happen. And this support level will probably come back in line here in the next little while. Take you guys back up to 6,000. I don't think that because your next support level is down here at 37.79. That is a giant sell-off. Maybe you'll catch it at 47 right here, but there's very, very little support at that level. So if things break the wrong way, this is going to be a big fall. But if you have been watching me for any length of time, you know when the meme coin season takes off, this is going to be one that's going to go parabolic. And the reason for that is because Kishu does everything right. Now, it's also a pure meme coin. There's no incredible special utility that was programmed in during the crypto winter that we had the last bunch of months. So now that the market's booming, things just going to take a little time. But when the meme coin market sends itself, this is going to be one that gets sent big time. So if you see it dip down to this 3,700, then throw everything you got at it. Not financial advice. Throw everything you got at it and then wait for the moment because, I mean, again, when you start to look at where it always goes, what it always touches this channel up here. So depending on how far out this goes, if you put it back in here and then you take 3 or 4 days to run up, then you're looking at somewhere up here I mean, you're really looking at this point at a 3 to 4x just to get back into the top line of the support. So, kiss you to the moon, I guess. Moving on. All right, StarLink Troopers, been a couple days. Time to look here and check back in. It looks like we need to extend our support line right here, change it up just a little bit. It is descending a little more than you would have liked, but this part right here, you got a weird chart, guys. You've got a weird, simple but weird kind of chart right here that just seems to keep extending itself to this spot. I guess now my new target's going to be, because I didn't get it here, but you stayed inside a channel. You just expanded that channel a little bit. This flag pattern is going to pay off right around here. That's November 12, 3 a.m. It's got to break one way or another. That consolidation only happens for so long. And if that's the case, then you get that blow off and you end up 2xing, hopefully. But if not, then you don't have a lot of support for where you are. That support level, remember guys, is down here at 1,500 and 1,400. So this accumulation period has been great for you guys for that period of time, but it's been a slow move downward. And you really want to see that move back to the upside so that this becomes your floor of support. And I mean, let's see how it plays out. I got faith in you guys, and I love the product. And I can't wait for the next beta test. So, moving on. Boss Token, you guys are trading at 30.26. You've got a support line here right around 2,800. There's a lot of movement here. There's a lot of volatility, but the number of holders continues to go way up. You have 1,000 more holders than you had a couple days ago. It's starting to move. Things are starting to happen. You guys are starting to see your floors continue to move upwards. This support right here, like this is just, there's a lot of people who like to move this thing and take their profit at the top and cascade it down to rebuy and do it all over again. And it looks like it happens over the course of a couple of days every single time, and it goes right back up. So I think you guys are going to be doing just fine. Down 7% on the day, but I'm not really concerned because, again, you guys have one of the best products that there is on the market. I'm just waiting to see it. I'm really excited about seeing it. But you're down. You're at 30.26, down 7% on the day. A total market cap of $15 million. And I'm just waiting for that great sending. So good luck, guys. Moving on. All right, guys, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but the meme coin market is where it's at. You can look at Bitcoin, and at some point in your life, once you've had life-changing money off of the meme coin verse, once that all happens, then you're going to want to put your money in Bitcoin because it's stable, and you're going to want to buy at the bottom. You're going to wait for that ride at the top. I saw a report last night that said that Bitcoin could rise up to 250,000. That's crazy. No. Right now, if it goes to 80, and if it just touches 100 at this point, that's going to be a successful bull run. It's not going to be the bull run that everybody said when they said it was going to go up to 150, because they were just taking a ruler and just measuring and trying to come up with a new top and the new top and the new top. But when you start to get to the point where you're covering the entire GDP of nations with just your crypto, then that's probably not going to be there. So what you can expect maybe, and I'm not saying this, but 85 to 100,000 maybe. And then you're going to see Ethereum, which could very rightly be part of the flippening at some point real soon. But in order for it to do that, at just call it a $70,000 Bitcoin for the moment, for it to do that, it's going to have to do a 2.5. So that will put it in the realm of the #1 token, and that would create a price action somewhere around 14,000 for Ethereum. And it's probably going to end up happening because that's where you have the opportunity. But we're not going to see that. Not right now. We're seeing tests happening right now. the tests seem to be over for the day, so maybe we're going to see that money go into the altcoins, then we're going to see it come back into the meme coins. We're getting closer to the weekend right now. Shorts are going to get wrecked in a couple days. I'm not sure how this plays out, but there's not a whole lot of market manipulation except in individual product, and you do see that. There's a lot of word that Cardano is being individually manipulated to keep the price down, and that spike that you saw yesterday was them no longer suppressing it actively. But we'll see. The next one up appears to be Matic. Matic has had a giant run of, and go look. It's been up 12,000% for the year, but the recent price action has been suppressed, and it seems like people are just tired. But the enthusiasm behind the Polygon universe has been high, and if you look at the price action and you look at the charts, then you see there's ups and there's downs, but even on the big moments when you see it, then you see that every time there's a little spike up, there's a massive cascade of sell that's going back down. Now, at the accumulation period that you are right now, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense unless somebody's actively trying to do it, to keep the price down for some reason so that they can get in before whatever is about to happen happens. So I'm watching it. I got 7,122 Polygon right now. So I'm waiting to see what happens. A lot of people are waiting to see what happens, and we're going to find out in the next couple of days. But guys, that's my time. I want to get back in the meme coin market. I hope you appreciate that. If you like the content, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Comment on your own token. That's the important part. I want to see in the comment section who you are repping. All right, let's have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to